Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025 and the Daily Parks and Rec Show. I'm your host, Craig LeBlanc, airing every day, weekdays, 12 noon Eastern, here on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on X. We've got a lot of accounts coming up. Some of them are my personal accounts. I have quite a few following on X, and then the group has about 4,800 members on the Facebook group. And we just launched the Parks and Rec, the Daily Parks and Rec Show LinkedIn account. We have, I think, now we're up to 10 members. Let me check and see if we added any more. All right. We're up to 12 members. Okay. So picked up 2 yesterday, slowly but surely going. I've got some people helping us to grow that starting today. So if you are on LinkedIn, please look us up. Catlin, if you could please add the link to the new LinkedIn account in the show notes. Okay, so I've got a great topic for today. Parks and Recreation is the in-person champion. So here's what I wanted to go over. Have you noticed we're spending more and more of our life online? Yes, everybody says. And when I say online, really on our mobile devices. What's good about the mobile devices, you can take them with you. You're not strapped to an office. You're not strapped to a chair and a desk and stuff. You can actually go out and about and experience the world a little bit better. However, I find that we are craving and needing in-person activity. And I feel I have experienced that Parks and Recreation is going to be the champion of this in-person activity. If you think of the senses, the smell, touch, taste, sight, sound. So of course you can hear things and you can see things when you're online, and you can have Zoom meetings and you can watch videos and you can read. But if you think about smell, touch, and taste, those are kind of roped off for the in-person experience. If you go into a coffee house, think about your maybe meeting with a friend, you give them a hug, you have coffee, you have whatever you have at a coffee house, a bagel, and then you can taste it, you can smell the aroma. Same thing here's a great one. I have this, for those who don't know, the sense of smell has the highest connection to memory. So you remember smells better than all the other senses. And I spent many years on a track field. I was a javelin thrower. And to this day, when I smell the fresh cut grass, it brings me back to my high school and college days when I threw javelin. And it brings back all those experiences. And so when you think of those senses, 3 of them are really just roped off for offline, in person. Think about the things that are offered in Parks and Rec that are very in-person experiential. Y'all have health clubs where you have working out, swimming, all the sports, walking trails. You've got tennis courts, you've got baseball fields, soccer fields, football fields, playgrounds. It's just a plethora of in-person experiences, and Parks and Recreation is a natural fit to champion that quality of life where we're looking to just maybe unplug for a minute and go into the world, go into the park, meet friends, meet people, work out our body. So let's talk about moving the body. When you're sitting online, and I spend a ton of time online, I am usually behind a computer at 4, 5, or 6 in the morning. I'm an early riser. I work right up until the show starts, and then I'm preparing for the show, and I'm working on the LinkedIn pages and the Facebook pages, and working with our team members on growing the channel and becoming good at producing content for Parks and Recreation. And then I record the show, and then I'm right back at it. And usually around 1 or 2 o'clock, my brain, my body is just like, okay, we got to get out. We got to go do something. We got to go for a walk. I live right across the street from a beautiful park. When I say across, about 2 blocks down, and then I can walk around LSU Lakes. It's 2 blocks from my house. It's a gorgeous 5-mile loop. And I can't tell you how much it does, how much good it does my mind, my body, my soul to get out, to walk, to see the trees, the birds, the people. A lot of times when people come visit me, I say, let's go for a walk around the lakes. And so Parks and Recreation is the place where all of this happens. Okay. And if you're in Parks and Rec, you know this. This is your life. This is your career. Um, but understand that we have a growing community that is more and more and more online, not out and about, and then are looking for those breaks and those places to just decompress, kind of unplug, and connect with nature and friends and the smells and the tastes and the touches of just being out and about. And this is something I want to highlight more and more. Eventually, we're going to take this show on the road where we are touring parks and seeing parks, talking to park directors, talking to people that use the parks and why they're getting out, and trying to encourage people to come experience the park systems that you have, to see what y'all have to offer, and to just make sure that everyone knows in your community what's going on and the activities that they can participate in and how they can help out and just take part in the park system of their local community. So, just wanted to share. I had that thought this morning with y'all and with myself, and I wanted to share that with the group. So, all right, now we are in the beginning of building out the community. We have a pretty good community on the Facebook group. Just now starting the LinkedIn group. This weekend, I will be building the Instagram and the TikTok pages and learning how to connect all those. Yesterday, I spent so much time looking for social media managing tools. This is, I tell you what I'm going to do for probably the most important thing I can do for the group, for the Parks and Rec, for the media people in Parks and Rec, is to work and vet and check a social media management software. You're going to have to pay for it. They range from $99 a month. You have some free versions. Of course, they don't have all the functionality that you need. And we're seeing some around $15, $20 a month. And what this will allow you to do is to schedule posts, is to, it sends your content out across multiple media platforms. And so our team is going to use several of these and basically figure out which one we would recommend, which one would be the best for the group, because it's kind of like picking any software, accounting software, sales software. There's almost no way to get one that works perfectly for you. There's always going to be some shortcomings, but I want a very economical one that we can use and that we can share with the group what works for us across the platforms we use. And so we spend in a lot of time vetting that for the community so that we can have again, that's going to be part of our roadmap that we give to the community of people trying to start social media presence, podcasts, and all the things you can do here online now to build connection with your community. So, call to action, please help us build our Parks and Rec online community. Right now, our real focus is connecting all the LinkedIn people that I have. Please find us on LinkedIn. In the show notes here, we'll have a link to our LinkedIn profile for the Daily Parks and Rec show. If you could just follow it and invite others to follow it. We need to get it above 150 so that we can air live. We're already up to 12, so 138 to go, and we'll be there. All right. Thank you to Palco LED. They are our sponsor. We're still working on some recorded ad reads. This is a show that this is a company I've worked closely with. So if you have any LED lights that you need, please consider them because they're a big sponsor of the show. We're also looking for other vendors that work well with the Parks and Rec community. So if you know of any, please help us get in touch with them. We'd love to help raise awareness to what they do. And then we can definitely use the funds to pay our editors and our content distributors, and then also some of the software stuff that we have. So really couldn't put on this show without our sponsors. Anything you can do to help them would be great. And I'd like to bring, which I can speak to some of the LED stuff, because forever in a former life, I was a lighting engineer and a master electrician. So I may do some educational stuff on solar lighting, which is something I really enjoyed. I'm big into solar. I think it's going to be an energy of the future that we have abundant, and it shows up every day. So anytime you can light your fields or your walking trails with LED lights powered by the sun, I think that's good for nature, good for the community. And these things are getting a lot more, a lot friendlier to produce, environment friendly to produce. They're not as harsh on the environment to make as they used to be. So I may do a show on that. But with that in mind, I think that if we're going to, if people are going to help sponsor the show, we really want them to come do an educational piece on their product, like help educate us about playgrounds, help educate us about swimming pool chemicals, about the different lawnmowers you can buy for your facilities for field maintenance, any kind of turf, or for like LED lights or for solar lights. I mean, there's so many things that we need to understand so that the park systems can make good buying decisions. So I really would, not just commercials, but I would like for the vendors to help educate the directors and the assistant directors, superintendents, give them the stuff they need to make their decisions. Let's make it more of an educational than just come buy our product here, in which we do appreciate all the support that our vendors are giving us. But I really would like part of the daily Parks and Rec show to be educational as well. All right, so that's going to be it for today. A little short one. I am getting a ton of January. I can't wait to start doing these January interviews. And then I've got a couple other people that would that said that they would be open to hosting a show regularly. So we may have a regular show host on Monday to join me and join in the conversation. And can't wait to do that, to have somebody on stage with me on the regular. That's always here. So I hope y'all are enjoying this. Thank y'all for all the feedback, all the support. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing to all the different daily Parks and Rec show accounts. We need a lot of those subscribers to get things moving, and appreciate all the feedback that y'all are giving me. Please vote on the New Year's poll today. I voted for more donuts, was my New Year goal. And see if you have, if you're going to vote for that. Hopefully donuts take the win in 2025. Y'all have an awesome, awesome year. I cannot wait for this 2025 to kick off. We've got so many things planned. It's just a great time to be alive. And there's so many awesome things going on here in this country, in America, but then also around the world. And I can't wait to be a part of it. So thank y'all for all the support from last year. Welcome to 2025, and we will see y'all again tomorrow at 12 noon. Thanks a lot, guys.